Hello, hello, everybody. I hope everyone is thriving. Have you ever found yourself being admitted to the emergency room, not able to really talk and speak up for yourself and tell the doctors what could possibly be going on with you, especially if you have an autoimmune disease or some kind of other illness and you need for them to know how to treat you immediately? Well, guess what? Here's the deal. And this video came as a suggestion from a good friend of mine who recently had an episode and had to go to the emergency room. And out of all the videos I do, I'm still getting around to putting out certain videos with respect to, especially those with autoimmune illnesses, and how to advocate for ourselves. So even if you're watching this and you don't have an autoimmune illness, you may know someone who does, and you can pass this information on to them because this is very serious. I was diagnosed with an autoimmune illness back in 2016, and it's been a journey. So it is now my mission to spread awareness and give some tips and tricks. That is right. How to navigate some of those treacherous waters. So, when you're working and dealing with an autoimmune illness, it's very important that you have some type of identifying information with you at all times. That way, if you find yourself in a position or a situation where you can't talk, speak for yourself, give the proper information to the paramedics or the emergency staff, because you may wind up at a hospital that is not your home hospital. You may be out of town, and your medical records may not be immediately accessible. So, a couple of things that I think are important for you to have on hand in such situations are, for instance, they have medical necklaces, they have bracelets. I think you can find those on Amazon, and you can put in your information with respect to whatever ailments you may have, and maybe doctor's information and things of that nature. I also suggest and encourage you to have some kind of medical binder, an emergency folder that has your information in there, and you can have it in a designated place. That way, you can point to it if you're not able to speak. So, suggestions. So, something like maybe like this. This is just like it's a clear folder, and you can just put your documents in here. Whatever you feel deemed important that any doctor or medical staff should know about you and your condition. Or a binder. Um, you can put a spiral notebook inside of here, or just a binder with pages. Um, if you have your medical information printed out, keep it in the binder. You can put some important information in the front, like how I have here. So immediately when it's open, they can see the disease you may have, any medications you may have, your doctor's name, phone number if you have that information, medical record number, and then whatever other relevant information inside the spiral part of the notebook, or whatever other documents you three-hole punch and put inside that binder. Or, this is similar to the first one, but another one, and it just has your information in here. So, Amazon, Dollar Tree, um, Staples, Office Max, all of those places you can get these types of documents from. And then there's this one other thing I want to show you that I have. Let me grab it really quick. I'm back. I think I ordered these off of Amazon. So medical alert cards, and so it just on the other side it has um, information. I wish I had a blank one because I don't want to put my business out on blast. But it has where you can put your name, your address, your insurance, your policy numbers. In case of an emergency, notify. Um, it has two names and phone numbers. Then it has a space for your doctor's name and phone number, your medical conditions, any medications that you may have, any allergies, and if you know your blood type. That's another thing. I'm O positive. So you may want to ask your doctors to run your blood work and tell you what your blood type is, because that's something important to know also. And so I get these little pop-ups up here. So those things are very, very important, especially if you um, have an illness and you find yourself going to hospital emergency room. Is like a matter of life or death, depending on the autoimmune illness that you have. I know for those of us diagnosed with NMO, it's extremely important that we are treated immediately, especially if it is a true relapse. We need that proper treatment right away. It's I can't tell you how important that is. But I've gone to the emergency room numerous amount of times. Thank God it was a pseudo flare, meaning a fake flare. It wasn't like a new thing or a true relapse. So thank God for that. But don't ever feel bad about, huh? Yeah. Don't ever feel bad about having to call the paramedics. Feel no shame in it. Listen to your body, because we know our bodies better than anybody else. Some people may feel embarrassed. They don't want to call because they don't want the lights and all that attention being brought to their residents. But listen, I didn't care. They can bring a whole parade to come and get me because if I feel like something is wrong, I know I need to be treated immediately, and I don't play when it comes to my health. I don't play when it comes to dealing with this NMO thing, because for those of you who have NMO or are diagnosed with it, we know that that thing is a beast and it does not play with us. And so we should not play with it or our lives. So, anyway, look into some of those things to have on hand for you, and make sure you, if you have a family member or a close friend that's around, let them know where this important information is, and just whatever steps you can take to make sure you are treated fast and properly, and that your information is known right up front. You want to do that, okay? Because it'll help the paramedics out, and it'll help the team of doctors and nurses once you arrive at the facility, the medical facility, how to treat you and how to help you. So please take that into heart. If you don't have those things in place, get them in place, and that it translates over to um, just people who may not have an autoimmune illness. That would probably be a whole nother video. But things like if you have life insurances, power of attorneys, things like that. I'll do other videos to cover those types of things because we need to really have our stuff organized because it's nothing like having an emergency event and you're disorganized and you don't know where any documents are. That's stressful in itself, and we want to try to live a stress-free life. Not try, we want to live a stress-free life as much as possible. So those are things that we can control. So get in control of that. Get your documents in one area. Let let somebody close to you know where they are so we can have things be as smooth sailing as possible. Okay? So anyway, I hope this video has helped somebody. If so, give the video a thumbs up. Leave your comments in the comment section if you have any other suggestions, because let me tell you, this stuff is no joke. Okay? And we have to advocate for ourselves and we have to have our things in order. Okay? So I'll see you guys in the next video. Continue to thrive. Make sure you wake up and start every day with an attitude of gratitude. Love you guys. And I'll see you in the next video.